Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jody. My husband David John and I have a small farm in the panhandle of North Idaho. These are our stories and adventures, so welcome to Moose Flats Farm.
Well, alright guys, so today, another hot one. I'm out in the shop and we're working on putting some stuff together to do the solar. And confession there, you know, this solar I bought clear back in February of 2020. So we're 2.5 years and I'm finally getting around to putting the stuff together. It's been so long. I bought the solar charger controller and I can't remember where it's at, so I get to go dig around and try to find that. It's for this particular project. But right now what we got going on is I was just working on some angles for the support. We've got the angle of the roof and then we got the angle of the solar. So I was working on getting that part of it kind of sorted out. So I'll give you a quick shot of that and then we'll kind of drive on. Okay, so what we got here is we got the angles, and what you see on the bottom right over here is, in theory, that's the roof angle, and then this up here would be the angle of the new solar panel. So, and it could be the roof. Hi Kiesel, Cameo. This could be up just a skosh, which would push our angle of the solar panels back just a skosh. But we've got one of these guys here, and I'll get a kind of a shot of, hopefully lighting is okay. This is what we're using to get our solar panels going with the new stuff. So the footprint of that, I'll have to measure it. And height-wise, we're at 36, and we're going to be, as we mount this up on my mark right there, we'll be mounting that higher so it'll shed the snow off in the winter time and then just slide down the roof. But we'll kind of go through that. But it's a 100-watt Monte Crystal, I think, however you say that. So like I said, it's a couple years old, but we're finally getting around to getting that going. So I'll kind of just drive you through. And Yeti, here's another Cameo. Here you go. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Okay, so on this frame, what I'm going to do, hopefully the lighting's not too poor here, is we're going to run between these two that we have set up. We're going to run some conduit, and then we're going to do these round brackets and stainless steel screws, and that's what we're going to use as our brackets to hold it down. So we'll just kind of run through that. Alright guys, so we put the conduit up, and just a couple of hangers, and then we've put a panel on it just to see how it's going to look. And so the concept of it's there. It might be interesting to get it up on the roof. So as we come around, you can see what we got going on there. Just a stainless steel bolt there. And of course just the Cameo of Kiesel laying in the sawdust pile. Perfect.
So today we're going to be working on getting the old solar down and at least the new panels of the new solar system put up. So he's just adding that really long 2x4, so he's got something for purchase on the metal roof. and trying not to lose it over the backside. Too close to do this?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
So where?
Let's set it down. I think what we want to do is just probably take this ladder down, and then I'll get up there, or vice versa. I get up there, then we'll take the ladder down, and then we'll just turn it on its end, get it set there, and then I'll pull. As you just walk it up the ladder, or you want me to walk it up the ladder?
I can walk it up the ladder.
Yeah, let me get up there then. Yeah, I know. You're getting disturbed. So sorry. City. Let's see. Other way, I think. That way's got to come up. Sorry. Because it's going to turn and face this way. We're going to go with the scooch. I got it.
Well, I'm trying. Okay, let me take another sip of
Position here. That way and get screws. So I need well, some room to bring that ladder back over. Well, okay, so we're up here on the greenhouse, and we've taken down the little solar panels that are there. And what we've done is we've drug up the frame that I built in the shop, and now you can kind of see the pitch of the roof versus the pitch of the angle of the solar chargers will be here, and then when it slides off in the wintertime, the snow will shed down. When the shade fabric's not on, it'll shed down there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually just get these in position and then drill or screw down through the legs. I've got this board that's keeping me from falling off into the brush, which is back there. It won't be very fun if I slide off, but there's that funness. But anyway, that's where we're at right now. Just wanted to get a quick show you what we're looking at there. So we'll continue on with the project. Okay, so I've slid it up, and it's a little bit further up from my board, but the idea there is we've got this little bit of shade cloth that we'll be able to just roll up like that, and I've got the first panel tentatively mounted, and then the idea there is, and the Canon died as well. That's all right. It got hot and said no way. So here we are again. This is the panel, and we got that first one mounted up tentatively there, and we'll try to get them nice and straight, and then we'll get you a shot from down on the ground what it's going to end up being. But the idea there is it'll shed snow, and then it'll just slide right off. So hopefully we're cooking with Crisco here. So we'll continue on.
Okay guys, switch to the GoPro because I'm going to show you what I just got done doing and then take you up so you can see the back side of the solar panels. But David John just had me go through and on all four of the panels put a screw with a nut and a washer in the four corners. So there's the other two, and he's got one up on the roof. Let's go up and see what it looks like up there. So as you saw earlier, he's added this board as a stop because this metal roof is really, really slick.
It's got just enough dust on it to want to have me slide off.
Yeah. So it's mounted just on the back side of the ridge cap, and he's screwed it down to the frame of the building, and he's just right now attaching the first panel, and it should be easy to get the shade cloth off don't have to fight the solar panels like we did the last couple of years.
Hopefully. Now, it's going to be easier. Going to be easier.
Almost as good as a drone shot of the farm.
Yeah, it's a pretty good angle, Kenny.
Definitely changes the look of the greenhouse, and it'll be nice to have that extra power. We'll be able to run a big box fan in the hoop house next year. Right, guys?
Alright, so I've got all 4 of those panels on here now, and kind of ready to go hook up. So we'll go see if I've got enough stuff to make this happen, and we'll get back with you. Okay, so what we got down here is we were actually off the roof, obviously. And I've got the speed clips that are on the solar panels. I've got some Ys, and what I've done is I've put the Ys on, and of course they've got the ground, and then you've got your hot, or plus, minus. And these speed ends here are supposed to just plug into the solar panels and be safe, so you're less chance of you shocking yourself. So we've got the 4 panels we'll plug into these, and hopefully there's enough lead to get them to my long leads here that'll go down to the solar charge controller. So it's real basic setup. We're using just some marine RV batteries, and what I've got here I was just going to go over. What I've put in is I've put in a fusible link off of the plus going to the battery. Down here what I've got is I've got a 40 amp fuse, and this is the fuse buttress that I've picked up. So, and it's just this guy right there. So that fuse goes in, and then it's just going to run down and hook it into the battery. So ground is just, again, very simple. I used 8 gauge wire. And you could probably go 10, but 8 is going to be a little bit better over the long haul, I think. And then I did pick up some more of these speed ends in case I need to make something as far as the link. So that's kind of the what we've got laid out. But again, this is going to be what goes onto the panel next. So I'll have to take all this up there. Hopefully it'll fit without doing too much of anything. And we'll show you that.
Oh my, have I not?
Okay, up the ladder we go to see if the wires are gonna reach. And it would be closer, but I'm not bringing my Canon up here. Or, yeah, my Canon, my big camera. Oh, I suppose I could have undone the twist ties.
Could have. Okay, so they are marked, which is very good. Plus, goes into the red one, of course. Pretty straightforward there. Okay. Plus. Not me, honey. Film the ducks.
I can edit this out while you're undoing that. It's called fade in, fade out.
I was going to fix that. I got it. Okay, let's see if I can make this work here. This one. There. Is that going to reach?
Shouldn't you do it behind the green pole?
What?
Shouldn't you connect them behind the green pole?
Oh, I probably can. I'm just trying to
Oh, you're just testing the...
see if it's going to reach. It'll be zip tied to the greeny part here, I'm sure.
Say no to the zip ties.
So close, but not so much. 6-inch piece.
Okay. There's that.
Okay, so he's going to have to cut a piece to lengthen the one to get the last panel connected about 6 inches short. So
Just about that much.
a little bit back to the drawing board, but not bad, only having to fix one.
Well, we got our cupboard back in. We got the whole top there. We're missing a grid. I'll have to find us some kind of form of grid, but here we got this side and this side. Scarecrow. There we go. Batteries are there. And we'll go out and from the front take a picture of what we got up top. Well, we got a hole punched in the side of the greenhouse there, and we brought our cables down. We still have to tidy them up. They run down, then behind our battery bank, and coming up. I left these cables right here very long because I'm not sure that we'll keep it here, but at this point we're kind of just seeing if it works. And according to this, up here on the, I don't know if we can see it, see if I can get close enough to where we can see the, will it pick it up? I don't know if it will or won't. Focus here, focus. Okay, so what we're seeing there is we got 13.7 volts coming in from our solar array. We're putting out 3.05 amps, and our batteries volts right now are sitting at 12.4. And then down below it shows our daily kilowatt that we've put into them, and not much because we're just starting. But let's see if I can back this out now. Very basic. So we're looking at the 3 batteries, about $100 a piece right now. That's where you're getting those. The charge controller was $200. And you're looking at these wires and what have you is probably we're into them into about 100. And then solar panels, I want to say 2 years ago I got them at about $86 a piece, so times 4 of those. So I'll have to do the math and see where we're at. Alright, so here we are down in the greenhouse. And just a quick look at the batteries. So just in parallel 3 marine batteries, plus to plus to plus, and then minus to minus to minus is what we got going on there. So everything is pretty well set. Over here I've got our hot lead coming off, and it's got its fuse, it isn't tightened up yet, and then we're just going to hook up our negative, and that'll be the first phase. And then I think we have to choose our battery stuff, so we'll get to that point and we'll show you. Well guys, there it is. We got the solar up top there, 2.5 years later, but at least we got it. Doesn't look too crazy bad, but we've got room to expand, which we can definitely do at least 2, maybe 3 more panels up there. So we'll see how it works out and go from there.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the adventure of getting the solar up on the greenhouse. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and until the next adventure, bye for now.